They're two back legs, do you think? Whoa, girl. Whoa, now. And they look big.
Everyone so far,
They've all calved themselves up to now, yes. Not a problem.
Right.
And they've all been fine up on their feet right away. And hi guys, thanks for tuning in to this week's Richard on the old John Deere. If you haven't already, why not hit the subscribe button? And if you ring the little bell, you'll get notifications of my videos every week. And if you enjoy this week's video, if you find it interesting, why not give it a thumbs up? It all helps. I think this week's video is a little bit of the reality of what's involved in being a livestock farmer. As you've seen in my previous videos, I bolstered my cattle with minerals. I put iodine along the backs to help the calves be fit and healthy. And I mean, up until today, all the ones that I've had calved in the last couple of weeks have all been fit and healthy. They've all been delivered naturally. The cows have managed fine on their own, and the calves have been up and running about in a very short time and suckling naturally. So that's the way we would like it to be all the time. But sometimes, as you'll see in this week's video, things don't always go the way you planned. But please sit back and watch this week's Richard on the old John Deere. Thank you.
And this cow looks like it's calving. So we're going to have a little look, see what's happening. They're two back legs, do you think? Whoa, girl. Whoa, now. And they look big. Needs to be quite a bit of space in there, so let's see if we can pull it a bit. I've had to try, see what I can do myself, trying to move the calf. It's coming the wrong way around. These are back feet here that I've got, and the cow, well, she doesn't seem to want to get up, so. But I've rang the vet, and Kevin's on his way. He'll come and sort it out for me one way or another. So it's just a case of waiting now till he gets here. Go on, girl, that's it. You go up into the shed there. Don't want you running around the field.
Come on, lass.
Go on, girl.
Come on. She's got a little bit of temper about her, hasn't she? Come on. Up you come.
Go on, girl. That's it. Go on into there. That's it. Oh, you want to just go around, round that way?
Do you want to stick the halter in her?
yeah.
You might let her back. Just clean her up and take your ropes off and put mine on, and then.
Yeah.
What we'll do is, I'm just going to put some powder lube over its back end, and then we'll try and let her back and tie her head to something. So I've got plenty of room behind me to work the cabin jack. There should be fine, there or there. So as we let her backwards, if you can just take the halter, you might have to stop halfway and wrap it around something to stop her escaping.
Yeah. Well, Can we shut the gates round here before we let it out, and then we've got her?
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, shut the gates. Then we'll...
Go on then. Can you go back that way? She says no. Come on. Back. Come on.
The crush not open just so this one goes up. Hold on. I'll see if I can. So not another lever on the other side.
There is like, it's just wait a minute. I'll do it with.
Use a pole and just then she can't barge out the front of us.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, now that should go.
Go on. Back you go. That's the last. Back you go. Back you go. Right. We need to. That release is quick.
Yeah.
How far did you get it out before, Richard? Were you, Jack?
No, it was only. I would only be that far. Yeah. I think it didn't come much further than that.
Come on, lass. You keep pushing. You push as well. There's a girl. Have they been? Everyone so far?
They've all calved themselves up to now, yes.
Right.
Not a problem.
Right.
And they've all been fine up on their feet right away. And
Just quite a big.
yeah.
See what's going to do. You're all right. Cloudy-eyed Richard. It's been dead a wee while, I'm afraid. It's got a cloudy eye. Yeah, no heartbeat. It's been
On a while.
not a wee while.
Yeah. Oh dear.
I'm sorry.
No,
It's, I'll just clean it up. I just want to have an examiner.
Yeah.
Take a look inside.
yeah.
Just hold my tail for me. Stretched a little bit, just on the left hand side, just inside our vulva. We'll cover our antibiotics just with the calf.
Yeah.
Sat dead inside her for a few hours. And that's playing on. We'll get painkillers. Let's give her some oxytocin to contract the uterus back down as well.
Just
So unfortunately, Richard, this morning hasn't gone as well as I think you'd hoped.
No.
Thankfully, you've got 5 live calves out of
6 out of 6 so far before that one.
6 out of 6 so far before this one.
Yeah.
That one was coming backwards.
Yeah.
That calf had passed away probably in the middle of the night. Well,
Yeah.
you were lying, sleeping, and I was lying, pushing up Zed still.
Yeah.
The thing is, when they're not coming forwards, they don't create the natural triggers to open things up, and the cow doesn't push as easily themselves. She's just started to calve, then stopped. The calves either managed to pull its own cord off, or it's detached, or something had happened, because calf's eye was cloudy, which is an indication that the calf's actually been dead probably at least 8 hours already.
Yeah.
So we were never going to get a live calf out of her this morning, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But it's come out. She's fine, you know. She should be absolutely okay.
Yeah.
And she's walked off back to the field, so
hopefully she'll be okay.
Hopefully she'll be all right. You can get her back in calf again in a few months' time.
Yeah.
It's just the way it goes. They don't always produce you a live calf.
No.
You know,
one of the joys of farming.
That's right. You know, with the best will in the world. You know, you've went to lots of efforts this year to ensure you're getting dry cow minerals into them pre-calving. You know, there hasn't been any milk fevers yet. You were telling me. No. Yeah. You know, you're doing everything right. You're putting iodine on their backs to try and make the calves as fit and strong and vigorous as possible. But I think on this occasion, there wasn't really anything that could have been done to really prevent what happened this morning.
Okay,
I think
that's great. Thank you.
The sooner you ring the knacker man and get that wee calf lifted, you know, then it's out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, that's great.
Right.
Cheers. Thank you, Kevin.
No
Thanks. So when you were carving that cow, Kevin, you used some powder to put on the calf. So,
this one, J-lube.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So what's?
Well, that's
what we normally use. Yeah,
that's water-based lubricant, so it's fairly fluidy.
Yeah, you just rub it on. Yeah.
Part of the problem with that is when you put it in your hands and you try and smear it inside the cow, a lot of it comes back out, runs back out. This stuff is powder-based, so when it makes contact with moisture, it goes from being a powder to being a thick lubricant. Yeah. So I was able to take that in as a lump in my hand, rub it round the back of the calf, and up in the inside of the cervix of the cow, and then the cow's fluids would turn it into a thick, slippery, like a grease-like gel. Yeah. I find that with calvings, that is one of the most amazing things been invented. You know. Yeah. It saves a lot of trauma and damage to a cow. Whereas, normal general purpose lube's fine, but a lot of that just falls back out. So it does.
Is the other one more expensive? That's the big question.
So that's probably, I don't know, maybe say that's a fiver a tub. That's 50 quid a tub.
Oh right.
So, don't catch me leaving one of those other ones on farm, or you might find by accident I leave.
You might leave,
So you were asking about this jack as well before.
Yeah. You
were saying, you know, what does compared to your jack? You were asking why has this got two parts to it? Yeah. Well, that bit goes in the back of the cow. Yeah. That bit has a degree of movement, so if the cow moves about, the arm of the jack itself
can move.
Yeah. So if say that was in the back of the cow there. When that gives you a degree of leverage.
Can I come round this side?
Yeah. So that gives you a good degree of leverage on the back of your.
Yeah.
For there. Now, when you're calving a cow, the jack in action, so when you ratchet it like that, you shouldn't be using the ratchet to ratchet the calf out of the cow. What you should be doing is keeping steady tension by holding the end of the jack, and then you lever the calf out, and then when the cow stops contracting, you let the tension go up, and you jack it like that, so then your jack goes back up in the air, and then you're back to being able to use a gentle pressure lever in action, because leverage will help the calf slip out. Yeah. Whereas ratcheting out like that, you run the risk of tearing the inside of the cow. Okay.
Okay, great.
You should invest in one of these.
Yeah.
They're only a few £100.
Well, that's about it for this week. Thanks for watching. Thanks to Kevin from Capontree Vets for coming out on a Sunday morning and getting the cow calved. Unfortunately, it wasn't the best outcome, but there wasn't a lot that could have been done, I don't think. So thank you for sharing your expertise on the video as well, Kevin. I phoned up on Sunday afternoon to get Robinson Mitchell to come out and collect the calf and take it away. And I have to say they were here before 7 o'clock on Monday morning. And the calf was gone, which is good because if you have a dead calf lying in the yard, it is a constant reminder. And I have a cow that's looking a lot happier this morning. It seems as if it's recovering well. So I hope you found this week's video interesting. But until next week, this is Richard on the old John Deere saying bye for now. Bye you all, bye.